This video is brought to you by the Disc Golf Nerd Patreon support team. Go to patreon.com/discgolfnerd. My people, hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be showing off some disc golf dyes from Pro Chemical and Dye. They were gracious enough to send me a bunch of different sample colors to test out and make this review for you guys, so I've been really enjoying trying them. They work really well. I did a whole bunch of different techniques, as you can see here. We'll go over each of the techniques and how I think the different various dyes fared in these techniques in the video. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to Pro Chemical and Dye for sending these over. Thanks to all of you guys for watching. Let's get into it. So I used a variety of different techniques. Some of these discs were dyed multiple times, so we'll get into all that. But the first one I did was this color swatch, basically on this. It's not quite white, but it's like a very light gray, off-white color. So yeah, you can see all the different colors that they sent me here. So we have magenta. This is the neon lemon zest yellow. Then we have neon blue. Aquatic green is this one. Back to the yellow. This is radical red, or I believe it's called. This one. Maybe this is the electric blue and this is the turquoise. I can't remember which is which. So yeah, really pretty disc for sure. I really like the way that the colors pop on this thing. I also dyed this probably a good month ago or so already. I've been testing these over a pretty long period of time, and it really hasn't faded. It's still quite vibrant. It sunk into the plastic a little bit, but nothing crazy for sure. It's still nice and bright, vibrant colors on this thing. So I really particularly like this color blend here into that orange. I think that's beautiful. I like the way the blue and the yellow can mix, and this neon lemon zest yellow is probably my favorite color out of the set. And then I've used this radical red quite a bit as well, and I definitely like all the colors that I've tested, and I think they all worked out quite well. But this neon lemon zest yellow is the one I was particularly interested in trying, and has turned out to be my favorite color just because it's so bright and so much contrast. It really pops, so it makes the disc really easy to see. So this one I didn't really go for much of a, I wasn't really going for pretty on this one as much as just trying to see what the colors looked like, but still a good looking disc. Basically I did a shampoo bed, right? Then I mixed the dye with shampoo, small container, then suction that up, drew basically lines with this pattern, dragged it like that, disc in it, 24 hours, and that's the result right there. So then I moved on to a number of other techniques. Let's work our way through some of these. This one is just one of my standard conditioner dyes, and I love the way this one came out. This one was just using magenta and the neon lemon zest yellow on this one, mixed with water. I believe that's all I did, and then I dripped it on, and here is the result. So where the orange came in is where the two colors mixed, and I tried to really promote that because I like this kind of fiery orange. So this one came out super rad. This is on a ESP Nuke SS. If for whatever reason anybody's looking for a Nuke SS, send me a DM on Instagram. This one's got no ink on it, but came out quite well. I think that's a really pretty disc for sale if anybody needs it. Moving on, we have this Z-Buzz. It's nice to test this plastic on other, or test this dye on other plastics rather. So I did this Z-Buzz here, similar technique where I used the electric blue and the green to dye this pattern here in the background, kind of like a marbling. I'm trying to cover up some ink underneath my thumb there, just in case you're curious. And then I did a spin dye as well, just mixed with acetone, the same way I did my old spin dye tutorial that you can still find here on YouTube, where I just mix it with acetone. I did use a Q-tip now instead of a paintbrush. That's my only real difference, but I'm still using the box fan and all the similar techniques, and came out great. I love the way that the spin dye really ties the design together. Good looking disc there. This one was really fun, and I'm going to probably do a separate tutorial just on this technique. Saw this on Instagram, and I tried it for myself. This is a spinning shaving cream dye. So it's basically a shaving cream dome in a container. Sprinkled the dye in kind of like an X pattern with, again, electric blue and aquatic green. And then while it's spinning, you press the disc down into it and you get this swirled effect. on this Kraken. I think that looks super rad. Beautiful disc. I'm really happy with the way that came out. And you can see the way that this dye performs in that shaving cream medium. You can see some of the texture, but yeah, it worked out quite well. Again, same deal. Once I got it in there, I think I left it overnight. I don't know if I did 24 hours, probably less for that because it's shaving cream and I'm not really sure how to do the shaving cream still. I'm pretty bad at it. This one, I believe I dropped this one in the leftover bed for this buzz. It had swirled together with a lot of different colors, or the blues and the greens. So I dropped this Star Valkyrie in that first. Then I did a separate soak with the neon yellow kind of sunburst there, similar to how we talked about earlier, where I did a bed of a bed of shampoo, then the neon lemon zest yellow mixed with the shampoo on top of that. Dragged the pattern, dropped this one, and then I did a spin dye with this one. Now the difference between this and the buzz I showed you is this spin dye was done with Pro Chemical and dyes mixed with vinegar, white vinegar. Just wanted to try it, see how it would work. It worked totally fine. Doesn't get quite as dark as acetone, but it actually worked really well. And this is also a beautiful disc. I'm probably going to be reviewing this Star Valkyrie, by the way. If anybody's interested in that, stay tuned. Next, I have a Star Roadrunner. And this one was a shaving cream dome dye that I did, I believe, using Radical Red and Magenta. I kind of messed this one up because the stamp had dissolved a little bit in the bed for whatever reason. It was already worn down when I started dyeing this thing. The rest of the stamp came off, and then I tried to remove it with acetone, and it ended up kind of fading some of the dye, you can see. But I actually like the way it came out. Quite beautiful, and I like the kind of relief. You can still kind of see the Greg Star Roadrunner stamp underneath there. And that's how the dye performed with a shaving cream bed, which is not really anything I'm very good at. And last but not least, we have this one. This one, I believe, I can't remember exactly what happened with this one. I think this one might have been a similar vibe where I put it into a leftover bed after I did this guy, perhaps. But now I can't remember now. But that base pattern has a lot of the neon lemon zest yellow and then some magenta and stuff. And then I put this pretty rad looking kind of psychedelic spider web on top of it, using again, same thing with the Radical Red, this time mixed with shampoo. Drew the pattern on there, dragged the kind of spider web on there, and I really like the way this one came out. Beautiful disc, nice and vibrant, very bright. So all in all, I really like the dyes. Overall observations, I don't mind having it in powdered form. It's quite versatile because you can use it in a lot of different ways. You can sprinkle it directly onto shaving cream. You can sprinkle it directly into other beds and mediums. You can easily mix it with acetone, and also apparently vinegar will work if you want to do spin dyeing. So that's quite simple. When I wanted to do the my traditional kind of conditioner bed dye, all I did was mix it straight up with a little bit of water, drip that on the conditioner, and you see the results there. So it's quite versatile in that respect. If it were to be a liquid, then there's only so many different things you could do. It limits it a little bit. So the fact that it comes in that powdered form is quite nice. I really found like it worked extremely well. I like the vibrant colors. They sink in really nice. And overall, there's almost no downside to using this dye that I can think of. It's pretty reasonably priced for sure. You can check the link in the description if you want to go look into ordering some for yourself. If you order it from the website, I got samples, so they're just in little plastic bags. But when you order from the website, it comes in a plastic jar with a nice screw lid. Take that off and use like a little plastic spoon or whatever you want to pull your dye out and mix it into things, or however you want to use it. So that's quite nice as well. Definitely an improvement over the iDye poly coming in the packet, and then you have to dump that into another container. And it's really easy for powdered dye to get all over the place and kind of get into the air and float around and land on your counter and find some water and stain it and all kinds of different things. So it's nice to just have it in that jar as it comes. So yeah, really solid stuff that I enjoyed using quite a bit, and definitely intend to continue to use. I'll probably be ordering from them relatively soon once I get some more plastic to dye, because yeah, this stuff really works well. I want to explore some of the other colors, And that's the video for today. So let me know what you think about these dyes. If you like the video, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and all that kind of good stuff if you're into this sort of thing. I have so much other disc golf content out there. If you want to learn how I use these conditioner dyes, shampoo dyes, and stuff, I have a full tutorial about that here on the channel. You can find, I'll put right here at the end of the video here in the end screen. And yeah, stay tuned. I definitely have other dye-related content coming soon, including a full tutorial for this spinning shaving cream dye eventually, once I get a chance to kind of dial it in just a touch more. That's the video for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Cheers.